Hey everybody, it's Venom321 here, bringing you some more Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 Wi-Fi battles. This is an RU match I got against a subscriber of mine that goes by the name of George Campos 5604. We actually had a battle because, well, the Smogon Wi-Fi battle finder was down, so yeah, we actually did have a battle. This battle, I'm not gonna lie, it involves a lot of nice hacks, but yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin the match so you can go ahead and basically just enjoy the gameplay. So right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and start off by sending out my Steelix, and he's just going to go ahead and start off by sending out his Magmortar. This is actually a pretty good choice for him to go ahead and switch into his Magmortar because, well, my two walls are Ferrothorn and Steelix, and both of them are really weak to Magmortar, so that's actually a pretty good choice on his part. I probably should have over-predicted that, but yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and switch out into my Nidoking because I did not want my Steelix to die, my Nidoqueen, my bad, because I did not want my Steelix to die really early on in the game. He's going to go ahead and switch out because he does not want his Magmortar to die by the Nidoqueen, and I was predicting a switch, so he went ahead and switched into his Mandibuzz, and I'm just going to go for a Sludge Wave, and I'm hoping this is enough to KO it, but no, Mandibuzz is really bulky, so it's going to be able to take that quite nicely, and, well, that kind of sucks, but whatever. He's going to go ahead and switch out because he knows that next turn this thing's going to die, so he's just going to go ahead and go out into his Lantern. I guess he was predicting the Thunderbolt, and that's actually kind of bad because he switched out into his Lantern, and the Thunderbolt did absolutely nothing. I'm going to go ahead and switch out because I want to save my Nidoking, or my Nidoqueen, my bad, so I'm just going to go ahead and go out to my Pharaoh Seed. He's gonna go for the Scald, and I'm hoping that doesn't burn my Pharaoh Seed, and luckily for me it doesn't end up burning the Pharaoh Seed. He's gonna go ahead and switch out, and he's gonna go ahead and switch out into his Magmortar because Magmortar can easily take it down. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it safe and just go ahead and set up a layer of spikes, so that's pretty good because, well, spikes are really useful on his Magmortar. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back out to my Nidoqueen because, well, I did not want my Pharaoh Seed to die really early on in the game. I'm hoping my Nidoqueen can live a Fire Blast from this thing, and it does manage to live it with 3 HP left, but thanks to the burn, that's gonna be able to KO my Nidoqueen, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into my Hitmonlee because I'm kind of hoping I can live a Fire Blast from this Magmortar, and then I'll be able to finish it off. So I'm hoping I can live it, and I do manage to live it, but he gets the burn off on my Hitmonlee, so that really sucks. After the burn, I'm hoping the high jump kick is enough to KO this Magmortar, and I'm actually surprised that I did manage to one-hit KO this thing, but I guess that's a pretty good thing. But thanks to the recoil damage and the burn, that's gonna be enough to KO my Hitmonlee, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out to my Scyther because I knew Scyther can kind of scout this anything. He's gonna go ahead and switch out to his Mandibuzz, and he just went for the Protect this turn, so that kind of sucks because, well, he's just getting some leftover recoveries. At this point, he's basically trying to stall my Scyther. He's gonna go ahead and switch out because he's actually afraid of the Scyther, and he's gonna go ahead and go into his Archechops. I think that's how you pronounce it, Archechops. I don't know how to pronounce it, my bad, but I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Aerial Ace, and that did a lot of damage considering the fact that it's not super effective. And I am a Jolly Scyther, I'm not an Adamant Scyther, so I was actually surprised on the damage, and I'm gonna be able to KO this thing after 2 Aerial Aces, so that's actually really good that I can KO this thing. He's gonna go ahead and switch out to his next Pokemon, and at this point I know that this thing is really fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch out because I do not want this well, my Scyther to go ahead and get hit. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch out into my Steelix, and I guess he has a hidden powered poison, I guess. But yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and go for the Focus Blast, and he ends up missing, and I'm able to set up my Stealth Rocks, so that's really good. He's gonna go for another Focus Blast, and I avoid the attack, and I'm just gonna go for a Gyro Ball, and I'm hoping this does a lot of damage to this Pokemon. And that actually does do enough damage. Does enough damage to KO this thing, so that's actually really good. He's gonna go ahead and switch out into his Mandibuzz, and the Stealth Rock damage did do a lot of damage. Sadly enough, it's not enough to KO this thing, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. He's gonna go ahead and go for the Roost this turn, and that's really bad because he got a lot of HP back thanks to the Roost. I just went for the Dragon Tail this turn because I wanted to go ahead and basically make him switch out into another Pokemon, and he switched out into his Lantern, so that's kind of bad. I would rather prefer to fight the Mandibuzz over the Lantern with my Steelix, but what can you do? It's all about luck. But for his next move, I'm just gonna decide to stay in here because I knew Steelix can live a Scald from this Lantern because Lanterns aren't the best at special attack. But he goes for the Scald, and he gets the burn, so that kind of sucks because he burned one of my walls, and that really sucks. Now the Earthquake doesn't do much damage to this Lantern, and it was super effective, so it did do a pathetic amount of damage. But yeah, I'm just hoping that, well, I get more lucky because he did burn 2 of my Pokemon so far. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go out into my Pharaoh Seed because Pharaoh Seed does know the Leech Seed. He's gonna go for the Scald, and I'm hoping I don't get burned by this Lantern, otherwise that would be bad. But he does get the burn off on my Pharaoh Seed, so that kind of sucks because he basically crippled my walls because he burned the 2 walls, so now they can't get health back consistently, so that kind of sucks. I think my Pharaoh Seed's the only one that can get health back consistently. consistently because it doesn't know the leech seed. Anyways, he's just gonna go for the stockpile, and that's kind of bad because this lantern's really bulky. I'm just gonna go for the leech seed because I know eventually I'll be able to either KO this lantern by the leech seed, or he'll have to go ahead and switch out because he wants to save his lantern. But the good thing is that now that it's leech seed, the burn won't be affecting my Ferocity too bad, but it still kind of sucks that, well, it's burned. He's going to go for the discharge here, and I'm hoping that it doesn't do much damage, and it's not very effective, so that's actually really good. I'm going to go for the gyro ball, and I'm hoping this does a decent amount of damage, but I think it only did like 1 HP, so that kind of sucks. Gyro ball is my only attacking move, so I don't have any other move, which kind of sucks, but whatever. At this point, I'm kind of wondering what he's going to go ahead and do, and he's just going to go ahead and switch out, and he's going to go ahead and switch out back into this Mandibuzz. This thing is getting really annoying because it can easily stall my team. I just decided to set up another layer of spikes because I was kind of predicting him to go ahead and switch out, but whatever. Steelix is my Pokemon that has Stealth Rocks. I probably should run Stealth Rocks on both of them, but Spikes is good enough right now. He's just gonna go for the Protect just to kind of get some more, or he's just trying to get some more leftover recoveries. I went for the Gyro Ball. Now that I'm burned, well, yeah, that's kind of stuck for my Ferroseed because, well, I no longer have the Leech Seed, which kind of sucks. But yeah, for this turn, he's going to go ahead and go for the Roost, and he's going to get most of his health back, which is going to suck because, well, this Mandibuzz is really annoying. But yeah, I'm just going to go for the Gyro Ball, and I'm hoping this does a decent amount of damage, but no, it doesn't, thanks to the burn, sadly. But whatever, for his next move, I'm kind of wondering what to do at this point. I'm not sure if I should sacrifice my Ferroseed or what, but I'm just going to go ahead and switch out, and I'm going to go ahead and go out to my Magnetric. He's going to go for the Protect, so that's really good because I got a free switch out onto this thing, and this thing can do a lot of work if I use this correctly. I'm going to go ahead and switch out, and I'm just going to go ahead and go back out to my Ferroseed because I was predicting him to go ahead and switch out into his Lantern, and he does manage to go ahead and switch out into his Lantern, so that's really good that I predicted the switch because, well, the switch went into my favor. He's going to go ahead and get crippled by the Stealth Rocks and the Spikes, but that's actually really good. But yeah, for this next move, what I'm planning to do at this point is basically just to go ahead and set up the Leech Seed, and basically at this point I'm trying to stall his Lantern. He's going to go ahead and go for the Aqua Ring, and I'm just going to go for the Leech Seed, so I guess that's good because, well, the burn is really racking up on my Ferroseed as you see here, and because it has the Eviolite, it has no way of getting any health back besides by using the Leech Seed. But yeah, at this point, I'm hoping that I can kind of scare this Lantern away by using the Leech Seed, but he does have that Aqua Ring, so he is getting some health back. I'm going to go ahead and switch out, and I'm just going to go ahead and switch out into my Magnetric because this thing is weak enough to, so I can KO it, maybe with one shot with the Overheat, but I'm hoping it is enough to one-shot it. He's going to go for the Scald, and that doesn't do much damage, so that's really good. Luckily, he didn't manage to burn my Magnetric. Didn't actually matter, but the burn would heavily cripple this Magnetric. But at this point, my strategy is to basically, well, my strategy is to go for the Overheat, and I'm hoping this is enough to one-hit KO it at this point of health, but it isn't enough to one-hit KO it, so that kind of sucks because now my special attack is decreased, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, he's just going to go for the Scald, and I'm hoping I can go ahead and live it, and I do, and luckily I don't get the burn off, so that's really good. But for his next turn, what I'm planning to go ahead and do is just go for the Overheat and basically KO this Lantern because it is really low on HP as you're about to see here, or actually you are seeing this here. But yeah, I'm just going to go for one more Overheat, and that's easily going to be able to KO his Lantern, and thank goodness that thing is down because that Lantern was really annoying. It burned a lot of my Pokemons, and it basically, yeah, crippled my walls. But yeah, he's just going to go ahead and switch out into his Gallade, and this thing is really threatening because, well, I'm going to have to go ahead and switch out, and I'm hoping he doesn't go for the Swords Dance this turn. I'm just going to go for the Ferroseed because I'm kind of sacrificing it at this point. He goes for the Swords Dance, and that's really threatening because his attack got raised, and basically either way he got a free Swords Dance up because I did go for 2 Overheats, so, and I am locked into the Overheat, so yeah, either way he's still going to get a free Swords Dance. But yeah, he's just going to go ahead and finish off my Ferroseed, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and go out to my Magnetric because Magnetric is Choice Scarfed. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Thunderbolts, and I'm hoping that this Pokemon can go ahead and basically die by the Thunderbolt, but it doesn't, and I get the lucky Para Hack, so I guess after all those burns, I did get kind of lucky. He's just going to go ahead and go for the Close Combat, and that's going to be able to take down my Magnetric, which kind of sucks. But yeah, he basically, in his opinion, he thought that the Para Hacks did matter because if his Gallade wasn't Para Hacks, then, well, he would have won the game. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Quick Attack, and that's going to be able to take down his Pokemon, so that's really good. Now he's just going to go ahead and go back out into his Mandibuzz, and this thing is going to be really annoying. I'm hoping Scyther can KO this thing. I'm going to go for the Swords Dance here because I knew that an Aerial Ace wasn't going to be enough to KO this Mandibuzz, but he's going to go ahead and go for the Brave Bird, and I'm hoping that Scyther has enough defense that it can live the Brave Bird, and it does manage to live it with 11 HP left. So now I know that next turn I can basically go for the Aerial Ace because I can't outspeed the Mandibuzz, and he's just going to go ahead and go for the Protect. At this point, he's basically trying to get some leftover recoveries, so he can go ahead and hopefully try and survive a Aerial Ace from the Scyther, but Scyther has a really good attack, so even the leftovers isn't going to go ahead and help him. I'm going to go for one final Aerial Ace, and that's going to be the end of the match. Good game, and I guess that's the end of the match. So if you liked the video, please rate the video, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, have a nice day.